I'm Rebel Queen.
I'll be on.
And this is Tall and Short Gamers.
And we are playing something that's probably very, very loud in the sort of your ears. Right up there. We're playing Darksiders 1. Well, I am. Because I enjoy this game and she's playing Bayonetta, so I figured, what the hell?
Yeah, we kind of figured I'd been monopolizing the gameplay segment aside from the
party games and fighting games.
So now it's his turn.
Yeah, so this is probably going to go on while we're also doing Bayonetta. So I don't know how I'll set up the episodes for this one, but they'll be there. Okay? So the question is, what do I do? Because I played this game. Do I do normal or apocalyptic?
Considering we don't want to freak our viewers out, go normal.
Okay. No, it wouldn't freak the viewers out, to be fair. If we played Don't Make Cry, I'd have to do it on hard. And then I'd still die like 50,000 times.
Considering I'm probably going to be the one playing that game, because I only barely played that game.
Which Don't Make Cry, though?
I believe it was 3.
Okay.
Have waged an endless war. Drawn to the
Yeah, because it was the one where the tower erupts.
That's 3. That is 3.
Laws to preserve order and balance. It held that any great power.
Yeah, starts out in his office. He's beating up the
Reaper guys.
The Reapers, yeah, and then.
Anyway, the story of this one is Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. There's a neutral council called the Charred Council, and they're the ones that control the Four Horsemen to keep balance between heaven and hell.
Amid the turmoil, the first humans.
Which, admittedly, if
the council foretold
this is real, I can see that being a real thing in our world.
Yeah.
Thus, a third kingdom was named, the kingdom of man.
Yeah.
Of the council, a truce was forged.
So, also the other thing is the Four Horse. So you know the names of the Four Horsemen, right?
Yes.
The appointed time.
Death,
Man's kingdom
war,
stood ready for the
pestilence,
battle that would bring balance.
I know this.
Determine the ultimate fate of the three kingdoms.
Famine.
Famine.
I
knew it, just brain
Okay,
fart.
so one quick thing to mention. Technically, officially, and originally, it was not pestilence. It's conquest. Conquest, war, famine, death. Well, technically, originally it was conquest, slaughter, famine, death, but then they changed slaughter to war. So conquest, war, famine, death. And then more recently, conquest has been interchangeable with pestilence. So this one you play as war. And also they're in, because they didn't want to call the horsemen the exact same names, so the only ones that actually are named the same are war and death. Famine is called Fury, and she uses a whip. And Conquest or Pestilence is called Strife, and he uses guns.
Well, at least they're kind of branching out and giving some female power. I mean,
Do you know why they named her Fury?
I can kind of guess.
Is it the wonderful little saying?
Hell hath no fury like
That's
woman's
exactly
scorn.
why. That is exactly why. Anyway, so you got a text.
Sorry, guys. If you remember our wonderful friends who came over for the party game, they just texted.
Yeah. Reminding us that we haven't put up an episode today yet.
No, apparently they're in the area and they wanted to know if I was at home.
Oh.
Should I say they're welcome to join us? They could be background and go, ooh!
It's up to you. I don't care. Well, if I can do a couple episodes of this, I don't mind. Okay, so what I was going to say before you got that message was the Darksiders games are special. They the series, but they all kind of play slightly differently from each other. So the first one played the combat always has been more like God of War, not God of War, Devil May Cry / Bayonetta-esque. But yeah. Yeah, they've all played like kind of like a Devil May Cry Bayonetta style S game, but especially the first two. But the third one added a bit of Dark Souls into the combat part. But they all also kind of play like something else too. Specifically, this one you'll probably figure it out very quickly. What was it's a combination of Devil May Cry and some other game, and you'll figure out very quickly what that other game is.
Apparently dangers broke through from what I'm saying.
The demons are here too.
Oh.
And the reason War is here is because he heard the seals being broken. So he was summoned because the seals were being broken.
Oh, we took those angel wings off.
What did they say?
Let us know when they're heading this direction. Have a few things to do first.
Okay.
So apparently you will see our friends who joined us for the party games.
What is happening?
Like I said, voiced by the guy that did Gar.
Oh, and if you're wondering by what he meant by that, if you watch any sort of anime, what we meant by Gara,
Naruto.
Subaku no Gara from Naruto. Or Gara no Subaku, depending on like how you want to go with the names, but Subaku no Gara is how they say it in Japan. Gara no Subaku is how they say it here in English.
Yeah, his last name first.
Yeah. Yeah, in Japan it's last name, then given name. It's just fun little tidbit there.
A little bit of information.
Yeah, so like if you, like you're ever in Japan, you always go family name first, unless you're really close with somebody. Then you have permission to call them by their given name. It's a really big social faux pas to call them by their given name, unless you're really close to them.
That brings up questions that I can ask later. Yeah, also the other funny story is so we'll get to 2 at some point in the future. But so while 1 had War is voiced by the guy who did Gara. Death is voiced by the Crow. Remember the main villain of the Crow, that guy with the hair?
Which Crow?
The first one.
I don't know if you mean the movie or
the movie.
Vaguely, I've only
It's been a while, but you kind of remember the villain of the movie, the guy with the long hair.
Yeah.
He voices Death in the game in the second one.
Huh. Yeah, not only am I an anime and game junkie, I'm also a movie junkie.
Probably not as much as you, but
yeah, it's just some movies. It has been forever since I've seen them, so it can take me a while to go. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
I know that one. So yeah, as you can tell, the apocalypse is going on.
Yep.
Heaven and hell just randomly start duking it out in the middle of Earth.
Oh, and believe me, there will be some movies you're gonna kind of look at me and go,
You watch what?
or you're gonna go, wait a minute, you seen what now?
There are a few movies I'm pretty sure I can say that they will question too.
And all I can tell you is this. My father, he
likes the B movies.
and not even the good ones, so...
So technically C movies. I think that's the classification.
Yeah. So, like, he'll put them on, and then he'll just sit there and fall asleep.
Yeah.
And me and my mom can't grab the controller and change the channel, because then he'll and then he'll wake up, and then he'll go, I was watching that, and we'll be like, no, you weren't, you were asleep. So, like, we're stuck there with the TV on that movie, and so we're forced to watch it. I mean, yeah, for me, I can go to my room and put it on a different channel, but...
Your mom's kind of stuck there.
Yeah.
Watching a magnificent movie.
And...
So there is a missable achievement you can get in this part of the game that I don't remember where it is, but basically at some point in this area there's a helicopter that flies by, and the achievement is you have to hit it with a car.
Really?
Yep. I think the achievement's called No Fly Zone or something.
But... yeah, so, as I was saying, but sometimes it's like, we get started on these movies, and at that point I'm just kind of like, okay, I've already pretty much started watching this piece of crap, might as well finish it off.
That's one way. That's one way to rationalize it.
Oh,
But to be fair, I've seen like a shit ton of weird old ninja movies because me and my cousin at the old place I was living at, we had a ninja week. We literally, like the entire week, watched nothing but ninja movies. Apparently, this one actor did a lot of ninja movies.
well, yeah, and I'm sure a lot of the people will agree with me. Sometimes when you get started on a movie and you get so far into it, you're just kind of like, okay, I'm already pretty much halfway into it. Might as well finish it just so I can see how this thing ends, even if it's a bad movie.
Well, that angel's dead. Apparently the angels aren't doing too well. Someone made a miscalculation.
Impossible. Abaddon. What is this? Where are my brothers? This cannot be. The final seal.
My lord!
How did this happen? The seventh seal was not broken.
Oh, hey, big man. Goodbye, Abaddon.
What in heaven's name have you done?
I answer the call.
So yeah, the 7th seal is usually the one that summons the Horseman. But somehow it was not broken.
Entirely?
Entirely or something.
But going back to like our movie thing as we're playing, it's like, bro, I mean, that's kind of like how a lot of people kind of sat through watching Son of the Mask. I mean, yeah, it kind of starts out on a good note, but then as you kind of get through it, it just, you're kind of sitting through it and it's like, oh my effing god.
What happened?
Seriously?
Yeah. Speaking of old 80s and 90s movies that got weird got interesting sequels, they released the trailer for the new Ghostbusters.
Huh.
It's pretty good. It's not the trailer doesn't go in the direction you expect it to be. Like highly bombastic. Ghostbusters theme song playing.
Well, it should prove interesting. I mean, from what they've been saying about it, I mean, they've gotten like pretty much like the whole original cast to come back and do cameos and stuff. So
Yeah. Well, they kind of did that with the reboot.
I know with the female Ghostbusters, but like they're actually going to be doing themselves, not
Not random people.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd's not going to be a random cab driver in the middle of New York who happens to know what a Class 5 apparition is. It's just a Class 5 roaming vapor. In case you're wondering, you remember when I said try and see if you can figure out what this game is a combination of Devil May Cry and Blood Elsa? It's not. You're not going to find it out this early. It's going to take till a little bit afterwards, till we get introduced to the other guy that is going to be talking about this game.
Here we go, the finisher.
Well, nice at least.
The law has been broken. And so have you, Horseman.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
The law is clear.
Say hello to the Shark Council.
Seal is broken. 4 horsemen shall ride forth to punish the wicked. Be they sons of men, lords of heaven, or the dregs of hell. All upon the earth will be judged, and the pact forged anew. You forget your post, horseman. You forget the law. No call was given, yet the destroyer marched, and there you were found, under his black banner, if the claims are true. To hell with your claims. The seals were broken. I was summoned. Then where are the other horsemen? Were they not summoned as well? The 7 seals are hidden, as they have been since the pact was forged eons ago.
And yeah, we're
As
about
the
to introduce
Horseman
the other guy
always
who
have.
talks a lot in this game.
Send me back. I will punish the ones responsible.
What hope do you have against the Destroyer's armies? You are powerless.
Then I will fail, and the demons will have carried out your sentence.
Very well. You will return to the Earth. But you will be watched. Come forth.
Say hello to the Watcher.
Remember that, or I will really get under your skin.
I know that voice. No, I really know that voice. I'm like, where have I heard that voice?
You should know it. I'll let you. I've told you, but I'll let you figure it out.
Chaos Eater. The angry blade thirsts for destruction.
That's a name for a sword. Chaos Eater.
Hey, remember in Devil May Cry, the blades' names were Yamato and Rebellion.
Hello, Chaos Eater.
The souls of the dead will be your currency. Some enemies are more easily bought than killed.
By the way, in case you were wondering, War's left hand, the giant stone one, yeah, it's because he's missing. That arm got cut off by death. He got into a
Disagreement?
he sparred with death.
The council confers with demons now.
And since
does it?
death is immortal, nothing really came out of it until War guy's arm cut off. And that is why Death is the leader of the Four Horsemen.
He has long sought an audience with us.
How long have I been here?
So back to Earth we go.
Looks like our trajectory was a little off. Not so fast, Horseman. Let's lay down a few ground rules. Until this is over, you're a dog on a leash. I say,
Oh,
you bark. And if I
Took you this long to figure it out?
no, I'm still going. I know that freaking voice.
Or should I teach you to play dead?
Should I give you a hint?
Please, this is annoying the heck out of me.
Boy.
Green hair.
There are too many characters with green hair.
Okay. Let's see. There was a movie about him recently.
Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Mark Hamill?
Yep. Joker himself.
No wonder the voice sounded so freaking familiar.
It was so killing you just to try and figure out that voice. I told you the voice. I told you he was voicing someone in this game.
Well, yes, you did, but you never said it'd be somebody we would meet so freaking early.
True, very true.
Here comes the welcome party.
But this is kind of a normal reaction for me when I'm playing games or I'm watching an anime that's dubbed in English and I'm listening and I'm like, wait a minute, I know this voice. Because believe me, one of the times I was like watching an anime that, one of the times I was, after I really got serious into anime, and after I had just like had done a marathon of D&A Angel, and I just really started watching Full Metal Alchemist afterwards, and I realized that Vic Mignogna was doing the voices of, did the voice for Dark, and then he's also doing the voice of Edward Elric, and I'm like, oh my freaking god!
But yes, it is the clown prince of crime himself.
Because it's like I said, I just like was like, wait a minute.
That would have been bad. You didn't see anything. You didn't see me nearly jump, walk right off the ledge into my death. Chest.
Oh,
How was that?
that was the timer.
Oh, well, yeah, because I fell through a hole. That'd be interesting. I believe we could go a little bit longer
Yeah.
until we actually get out of this area. Hopefully I don't fall off into that hole again. You'd probably kill me. You would think. That's right, the camera would be viewing a murder. Thank God I don't have any of my stuff up here yet to decorate this room, because there would be so many sharp, pointy things for her to use against me. Couple swords. Somehow she finds a way to stab me with a dragon sword.
Oh no, I would not do that to Dragon Zord.
Then she stabs me with a dragon. Oddly enough, it's Alduin, so I guess it kind of works.
Yeah, no, I would not do that to Dragon Zord. Sorry. I'm also like big Power Rangers and Jason David Frank, aka Green Ranger, White Ranger, Red Ranger, and Black Ranger.
Mighty Morphin Green and White, Zeo Red, and then Dino Thunder Black. Basically, the guy that's been pretty much every single color in existence, or pretty damn close to it.
Yeah. Well, he was briefly turbo red, but technically that's not all. He
made it through like a fourth of the series. They changed the red, the yellow. They changed everyone but the Blue Ranger, like a fourth of the way through that series.
Yeah, because they graduated, so they were moving on to bigger and better things, technically. So
In the show's timeline.
yeah. So yeah, basically, out of all the Power Rangers, he was basically my favorite for that time.
He was a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah.
It wasn't just yours. He was a lot of people's. He was my favorite. He's actually one of the biggest reasons I actually watched that show.
And he still is my favorite, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually met him like a few years back when he was here for a Dallas Comic Con.
She did. It was actually quite. Apparently went quite well because it was. What was it? Was one of your college projects or whatever?
Yes and no. The teacher was like, kind of pretty much like, oh, see if you can't, yada yada, talk to people in the business. So like, luckily he came.
He came to town.
Yeah, so like, I can work with this.
I got this. Let's see here.
Granted, I was only able to ask him like the one question out of a whole list of questions I had, but it was like, meh.
But you got a picture with him.
I got 2 pictures with him.
This is true.
I got a picture of him. I got a picture with him in the Green Ranger suit,
Yeah.
and then since I actually paid the money for the VIP meet and greet, which was where I was able to ask the question, I also got a picture with him, not in the suit, and then I also got a picture with his daughter who was
Also there.
And she was so cute. She was like just practicing her little gymnastics stuff and all that.
How long was I gone?
In Earth years, about a century.
Oh, he actually, it was still like funny. I was sitting there recording. I was like, had my phone out and like I was recording the whole thing. And he actually called me. I was like, you in the purple? And I was like, it's like we don't have Purple Rangers. Like I had to call him out. And I was like, Jungle Fury.
Yeah. Apparently she had to call him out on the fact that there's a Purple Ranger. Anyway. So, while you were talking, you probably missed it, but it's basically been a century since the apocalypse.
Subtle.
Hello,
I
Vulgar.
almost didn't hear you coming.
Vulgrim.
The council finally took me seriously.
He's the
If
shopkeeper.
So, you're surely not empty-handed. For this shall be the briefest of introductions. There were a few young ones. Spectacular. You seek the power behind the one called Destroyer. You will find the answers and the fault of his power there. Oh, such haste to die. You aren't even a shadow of your former self. You wouldn't last a heartbeat. Besides, the way to the tower is shrouded by demon magics. Even I do not know the way.
Who does?
Feed my hunger, and I'll feed your curiosity.
He's going to become trouble, isn't he?
Actually, no. He is just a shopkeeper. I know he seems like he'd be trouble, but he's actually not. But, that being said, I think here's a good spot to stop.
Yeah.
So, this has been Darksiders 1. We're going to continue this while she plays Bayonetta and goes through Bayonetta. I'm actually able to play something now. That isn't a fighting game or a party game. Not complaining. Not complaining.
I know you're not. But we'll continue on with this. I'm Rebel Queen.
I'm Albion.
And you guys know the drill. Like us,
Yeah.
subscribe us, share us.
I don't think we need to do spiel anymore. I think they actually know because A, we've done the spiel for 2-3 weeks, and B, everyone else does the spiel.
Then
But just say I guess we could just say, you know, the usual drill. Just help us, I guess.
I guess you're right. Sorry,
Yeah.
people. Anyway,
okay.
this has been Tall and Short Gamers.
Yep.
We'll be back with more.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.